Good morning, children!
Good morning, teacher.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm pretty fine to visit you. Sit down, please.
Thank you.
Liceo del Caribe, Integral Training for Life presents.
Today is great to say hello to the family of Liceo del Caribe. I am teacher Ludwig, representing the English area, and we are working today in our English Day project, English World Tour 2021. Through this project, we want to practice our skills and also improve our English as second language, and also to know about cultural futures in English speaker countries. We hope you got an excellent day with the activities. Thank you so much and enjoy.
Hello, welcome to New Zealand.
Everybody, how are you today? So I hope you are excellent. I am the teacher Cindy. So I want to talk about how this beautiful language changed my life. So in the first part, the English changed my life because I could communicate with a lot of people in different countries. On the second hand, this beautiful language can improve your different skills in different contexts. At the final one, I think that learn English is really important in our world.
God's story, the good news. So part of God's story is about the gospel, or the good news, and it goes like this. In the beginning, God made everything. The sun, the moon, stars, planets, the entire galaxy. And Earth was part of that creation. God made mountains and oceans and forests and deserts and animals that crawled on the ground and flew in the air and swam in the water. Then he made people, Adam and Eve, to live in a garden called Eden. And God called everything he had made good. There was just one rule. Adam and Eve could eat anything they wanted except for the fruit from this one tree. But a snake tricked Adam and Eve into disobeying that one rule. Because of that, sickness, sadness, and all kinds of bad things came into God's perfect creation, all because people made wrong choices. Part of how God punished Adam and Eve was by not allowing them in the perfect garden anymore. And if that were the end of the story, that would be bad news for us. That would mean all the wrong stuff in the world would never be made right. But God still loved people, and he had good news for them. He was going to send a rescuer. So they waited, and waited, and waited. Then one day, the rescuer was born as a baby named Jesus. Christmas is when we celebrate the good news of Jesus being born. But it's not just that he was born, it's what he did later that was the best news of all. He took the punishment for all the wrong choices that anyone has ever made, anywhere. See, all of us have continued to make wrong choices, just like Adam and Eve did. And just like Adam and Eve, we deserve to be punished for our wrong choices. But here's the thing, Jesus, the rescuer, never made a single bad choice. Kids, think about a time you made a bad choice. Maybe telling a lie, or taking something that wasn't yours, or hurting another person with something you did or said. Can you believe that whatever that was, Jesus never made a choice like that? And even though he never made a bad choice, he still took the punishment for our wrong choices? And then Jesus did something even more completely unexpected. He came back to life. Really? You can read about it in the Bible, in the stories written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We call those books Gospels, which is just an old fancy word for You guessed it, the good news of Jesus coming to earth, dying for our wrong choices, and coming back to life. That's what we celebrate on Easter. But not just because coming back to life is totally amazing. By coming back to life, Jesus was showing that God can make anything new. There's nothing God can't do. He's more powerful than any sadness, shame, wrong choice, disease, disaster, and even death. And that's the best, most amazing good news of all. It's so amazing, Jesus' friends told everyone they could find about the good news. And those people told other people. And those people told other people. And on, and that's still happening today. In fact, you just heard the good news, and the Bible says, if you openly declare that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. That's another way to say God rescues us. And that rescue includes you, your friends, your family, and anyone else in the whole world. And that's the story of the good news. So, in case you missed it, here's the quick version. God made a perfect world. People made mistakes and the world isn't perfect anymore. God promised his family a rescuer. The rescuer's name is Jesus. Jesus died to take a punishment we deserve, but he didn't stay dead. Jesus came back to life because Jesus can make anything new, and that's a part of God's story.
Let's go to the English World Tour. Come on, guys. Let's explore. We will learn new things about places where people speak English.
English is a global language. It is spoken as a first or official language in many countries in the world and on every continent. About 350 million people speak English as a first language. For example, in Great Britain, the USA, Australia, and Canada, but also in places like Jamaica, Singapore, and Nigeria. In addition to this, more than 430 million people speak English as an official language in Asian countries like India and the Philippines, and in many African countries like Cameroon and Gambia. Today, English is also used as the official language in lots of international organizations. For example, the United Nations and European Union. It is the language of business, technology, and medicine. And it is necessary for a lot of different jobs. For example, if you want to be a tourist guide or a journalist, or if you want to work with computers, you really need to know English. So why did a language that originated in a very small island like Britain become so important? One reason is that Britain was a very strong colonial power during the 18th and 19th centuries. In fact, by the beginning of the 20th century, the British Empire controlled almost a quarter of the land in the world. At the same time, it dominated commerce in countries that were not part of the British Empire, so the use of English expanded over an even bigger area. When the British Empire finished, many countries which became independent maintained English as their first or official language. Then, when the United States became the dominant world power in the 20th century, the English language became even more important. American English is, of course, based on British English, but some words and expressions are different. All modern languages continually change and develop. Many words that we use when we speak English today come from other languages like Italian, German, and French. But English is also giving words to other languages. For example, the Italian language has adopted English words like computer, weekend, jeans, t-shirt, and club.
I grew up in the countryside, between the mountains and big trees. It is good when the opportunities come to all. To study and dedication, anything is possible. Dream of a country in which all children and young people can speak English.
Because of this experience, I think that my English have improved a lot because they help me to pronounce it better and to learn some more.
At the start, we don't understand nothing. And next or later, we learn a lot and we can speak better than before.
Yes, I have played video games.
Which one?
When I finish my school, I'm going to travel around the world and I'm going to learn and experience new things thanks to the English.
I want to invite you to come to Colombia because it's a great country. It's an amazing, the people around, the food, everything.
Colombia has so much to offer. It's magical realism.
It's amazing. It's amazing, really. I'm really thankful for everything.
I feel very lucky to be working with them. Thank you very much.
Colombia la más educada.
Colombia, la más educada.
Colombia, la más educada.